This webinar will teach you how to use LinkedIn to look for Samford alumni and network with Samford alumni. Many of you might already have a LinkedIn account set up, or you might be thinking about setting up a LinkedIn account. LinkedIn is a great tool to help you search for jobs or just network. So the purpose of this webinar is to help you feel more comfortable using LinkedIn and searching on LinkedIn for alumni. Before you do this, you must have your own LinkedIn account set up. To do that, we recommend you first meet with the Career Development Center to have your resume critiqued either in person or online so that you can have robust descriptions of your experience ready to use on your LinkedIn profile. Once you do set up your LinkedIn profile, the homepage will look like this. So you'll see people that you connect with, their posts, or businesses you follow on the homepage. But we're going to go to this search bar in the top left-hand corner and type in Samford University. Before you click enter, you'll notice that there are many different Samford University pages that pop up. So we want to use the official Samford University page, which is this top one that says school. So let's click on that. And then we'll click view page here. So now we're on Samford University's LinkedIn page. You could click follow right here, so that way you'll see Samford's post on your home page. But we're going to use this tab that says alumni. So we've clicked on the alumni tab, and you'll see there are 33,000 alumni and current Samford students who are using LinkedIn. So if you scroll down, all 33,000 will pop up down here. If we're using this to network for a career, we probably want to just look at alumni and not current students. So in the end year right here, let's type in that they graduated by 2020. We'll click enter. So now this has narrowed it down to 26,000 alumni. So here we'll also see important columns that we can use to filter these alumni even more. So where they work, where they live. If we click this arrow over here, we can scroll over to some more columns like what they do, what they're skilled at, what they studied, and how you are connected with these people. So these are going to give you the top 15 or so results, but there's also ways that you can add in other things that you're looking for. So this tool might be helpful if you're trying to move to a new area and want to connect with alumni in that area. Or maybe you really like your major and you want to see what other alumni with that major have done. Or maybe you're interested in a certain job title and you want to see what others have done prior to getting that job position and what experience that they have to get to that position. So let's look through a few examples. Let's say you want to move to the Nashville area after graduation. So you want to meet with someone and get their advice and get to know them for some networking. So let's click Nashville right here. And we can see that there's 1,612 alumni who live or have lived in the Nashville area in the past. So this first column is showing you the top 15 results of where these graduates in Nashville work. So you can scroll down, and let's say you're interested in maybe working at HCA Healthcare. So we'll click into that. So we've got 24 alumni who live in Nashville or have lived in Nashville in the past and either currently work for HCA Healthcare or have in the past. So let's scroll down and we'll see all of the individuals. So we've got a human resources coordinator, an online marketing analyst, and so on. let's remove HCA Healthcare, and maybe you're interested in living in Nashville and working in operations. So let's click on under what they do, operations. And this is all self-reported and self-categorized. So an alumni might say that they live in Nashville but work in the legal field and operations. So if we have these two filters at the top, Nashville and operations, we'll scroll down. And here are all of the alumni that say that they work in operations. And maybe you found someone that you really want to connect with. So let's just use Heather, for example. So I'm going to click on her profile. And we can see that she lives in Nashville still. And we can see her experience down here. So currently she works at Next Level Performance. Before that, she's worked at Journeys and many different roles. You can see all of her experience. Here's her education, where she graduated from Samford in 2009. So let's say you want to connect with her and learn more about her experience in the event planning industry. To do so, you would click this connect button. And there's two options. So add a note or send without a note. I would always recommend adding a note, and you can type in a short description so Heather will know why you want to connect with her. So this could be something simple like, I'm a Samford senior who's a marketing major, and I would like to connect with you on LinkedIn. It can be pretty short, but that way she understands why you want to connect with her. So once Heather accepts the connection, you're going to get an email that says, Heather has accepted your connection. Let's start a conversation, or something along those lines. So once you have connected with Heather, you'll be able to message her with this message button right here. If you try to do this before you connect with her, it's going to look like this, where it requires you to have a premium account. But once you connect with her, you'll be able to message her for free. So at this point, you can log back into your LinkedIn account and you'll be able to message Heather. And you really don't want to ask for a favor, right off the bat. You don't want to just say, I'm moving to Nashville and I'm looking for a job. Can you help me? Because this person doesn't really know anything about you at this point. So you might want to have a conversation first so they can get a better sense of who you are and your communication skills and, your responsibilities, things like that, that will make them have that connection with you and want to keep their ears open for any jobs that are available to help you out. So what I would encourage you to do is schedule an informational interview with Heather. So an informational interview is when you find people who are in careers of interest or maybe locations of interest, and you're going to set up a time to talk with them to learn more about their job, how they got to where they are, or any recommendations that they have that can help you move into that field. A handout about informational interviews can be found on our Samford Career Development Center website. So in the message to Heather, you could say something like, thank you so much for accepting my connection invitation. I'll be moving to the Nashville area after graduation, and I'm interested in the event planning and marketing industry. I would love to have the opportunity to speak with you to learn more about your journey to your current position and get any advice or recommendations that you want to share. And then hopefully she'll respond and you can go from there. So keep this in mind whenever you're connecting with alumni. It's really good to build that relationship first before you ask for any recommendations for jobs or organizations. So let's go back to our alumni search. That's one way to look for alumni, is through geographical locations. So again, it's going to show you the top 15 or so locations. But let's say you're looking to move somewhere that you don't see on the top 15. So let's say I did not see Charlotte, North Carolina listed. So let's try, we'll add in Charlotte right here. Okay, so let's click on Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, so we filtered by Charlotte and we have 147 alumni listed there, even though it wasn't one of the top locations. So you can scroll down and see all of the different people who either live or have lived in Charlotte. Maybe you want to see someone who has your major and kind of see what the different options are with what they did with your major. So we'll scroll over to the filter of what they studied. And here we can filter by majors. So let's try history major. Okay, so we have 1,012 alumni who were history majors. And we can scroll down and see what all of our history majors, where they're working and what they're doing. You could also filter, add in different location filters too. Maybe you're interested in a specific job title. So let's see if we're interested in maybe being a recruiter. Let's type in recruiter in the search bar. Okay, there's 348 alumni who have the word recruiter somewhere in their profile. So we can scroll down and see those alumni. Or maybe you're a journalism major or an English major and you're interested in working for a magazine. Let's try typing in the word magazine. Okay, we've got 767 alumni who have the word magazine in their profile. So maybe they've worked for a magazine in the past or they currently are. And then we could also filter by Birmingham. Maybe we're looking for an internship with a magazine in Birmingham. And we can scroll down and see all of those connections. So this is just a good tool to play around with and get ideas of what people are doing with your major or network with people in a city that you're trying to move to. Please let us know if you have any questions about this tool. You can also schedule an appointment with us to discuss this in further detail. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.